NASCAR is honoring 70 years of tradition as a sport this weekend at the Darlington Raceway. How's it going, YouTube? KEMMO here, and today we are going to be taking a look at every single throwback that will take part in the Bojangles Severn 500 this weekend at Darlington Raceway. Our first throwback comes to us from 2003 in this very race, the closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history between Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven, where Craven got the win by mere inches. Now, Kurt Busch brings that famed paint scheme back aboard his number 41 HAAS CNC Ford Fusion, finally looking to claim that Darlington win that's been eluding him for so many years. In 1990, NASCAR fans will remember Rusty Wallace in the number 27 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac tearing up the NASCAR circuit. And now modern Miller driver Brad Keselowski takes the paint scheme aboard his number 2 Team Penske Ford Fusion. In the early 2000s, NASCAR fans will remember the Lightning Bolt number 99 Exide Batteries Ford Taurus of Jeff Burton. And now fan favorite Matt DiBenedetto puts the paint scheme aboard his number 32 Corvette Parts Ford Fusion. In 2001, Dave Blaney was driving the number 77 Jasper Engines Ford Taurus. And now his son Ryan's going to keep the paint scheme in the family, putting it aboard his number 12 Menards Ford Fusion. In 1996, while at the racetrack, NASCAR fans could enjoy an ice-cold Busch beer while learning about their favorite NASCAR tracks. Now, paying tribute to those famous cans, Kevin Harvick takes the design and puts it on his number 4 Ford Fusion. In 1996, the Rainbow Warriors were dominating the NASCAR circuit with Jeff Gordon behind the wheel. And now, the next Jeff Gordon, as some would call him, William Byron, takes delivery and puts it on his number 24 AXALTA Chevy CAMARO. In 1993, it was Casey Elliott in the number 94 Bosch car in the All-Pro Series. And now his cousin Chase Elliott, paying tribute to Casey, puts the paint scheme on his number 9 NAPA Camaro. In 1968, the Wood brothers were dominating the NASCAR circuit with driver Cale Yarborough in the number 21 60-minute cleaners Mercury Cyclone. And now modern Wood brothers driver Paul Menard brings the paint scheme to his number 21 Ford Fusion. In 1965, NASCAR fans will remember Ned Jarrett in the number 11 Richmond Ford Galaxy. And now in 2018, Clint Bowyer takes the paint scheme back aboard his number 14 Carolina Ford Dealers Ford Fusion. In 1972, a long-lasting NASCAR partnership was started at Riverside Speedway with Richard Petty in the number 43 STP Plymouth Roadrunner. Now, his rookie driver, Bubba Wallace, puts the paint scheme aboard his number 43 STP Chevy Camaro for one final ride of this paint scheme. In 1998, Skittles were introduced to the NASCAR community aboard Ernie Irvan's Pontiac Grand Prix. And now modern Skittles driver Kyle Busch will bring the livery back to life on his number 18 Toyota Camry. In 2012, Lowe's, Cobalt Tools, Hendrick Motorsports, and Jimmy Johnson were able to tame the Lady in Black, claiming Hendrick Motorsports' 200th win. And now, for the final ride of Cobalt, Jimmy Johnson will take the paint scheme on his number 48 Lowe's Chevy Camaro, looking to dominate that success that they had in 2012. In 1993 at Talladega, we saw Neil Bonnet in the number 31 Mom and Pop Chevy Lumina almost win the race. Now, the Rocket Man Ryan Newman's going to put the livery back on his number 31 Richard Childress Racing Chevy Camaro. In the early 2000s, Steve Park and the number 1 Pennzoil Chevy Monte Carlo Dale Earnhardt Incorporated team claimed their first win at Watkins Glen. And now, paying tribute to that, it's modern Pennzoil driver, the number 22 Pennzoil Ford Fusion of Joey Logano. In the early 2000s, NASCAR fans will remember seeing the green and yellow number 97 going around the track, driven by Chad Little. And now the Roush Fenway driver of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. puts the livery aboard his number 17 Ford Fusion. In 1997, in the Craftsman Truck Series, we saw Rick Corelli driving the number 6 Remax Chevy Silverado. Now a spotter in the Cup Series, Erik Jones will be driving this car on his number 20 Sport Clips Toyota Camry, with Rick Corelli spotting him along for the race. In 1988, Bobby Allison was still racing the NASCAR circuit in his number 12 Miller High Life Buick. And now Landon Cassill pays tribute to that scheme on his 00 Starcom Fiber Chevy Camaro. In 1993, we saw Derek Cope driving the number 98 Bojangles Ford Thunderbird. Now, at 59 years old, Cope will take the paint scheme aboard his own number 99 Camaro. In 2006, Everham Motorsports signed driver Kasey Kahne to drive the number 9 Dodge Dealers Dodge Charger. Now, in his final start at the Lady in Black, Kasey Kahne will be driving the number 95 DuMont Jet Chevy Camaro with that livery design. In 1908, America was in a Great Depression and Bush's Beans was introduced to the world. The 12-ounce pork and beans can supplied a meal for many families, and now, paying tribute to that 110-year history, Chris Buescher will put the can design on his number 37 Camaro. In 1989, Davey Allison, son of driver Bobby Allison, was driving the number 28 Havoline Ford Thunderbird. Now, paying tribute to that car, it's the number 42 DC Solar Camaro of Kyle Larson. In 1997, at Langley Speedway in Virginia, we saw the debut of a rookie driver by the name of Denny Hamlin, winning his first championship in a stock car. Now, an established Cup Series driver, Hamlin puts the paint scheme aboard his number 11 FedEx Toyota, looking to capture that same success he had back in the 90s. In 2003 and 2004, Oscar Mayer rode along with Roush Fenway Racing for back-to-back championships. Now, paying tribute to that famed partnership, it's Matt Kenseth in the number 6 Oscar Mayer Ford Fusion. In 2008, we saw the debut of Germain Racing. The number 13 Geico Toyota Camry was driven by Max Pappas. Now, modern Germain driver Ty Dillon puts the paint scheme aboard the number 13 Geico Chevy Camaro. In the early 2000s, we can remember Darrell Waltrip and the number 66 Kmart/Route 66 Ford Taurus. Now, Timmy Hill puts the paint scheme on his number 66 Rewards.com Toyota Camry. In 1991, for the Wood Brothers, it was Dale Jarrett driving the Sitco Ford Thunderbird. And now David Reagan will bring Sitgard 300 back aboard his Ford Fusion, the 38 car. In 1998, Awesome Bill from Dawsonville was paying tribute to 50 years of NASCAR aboard his number 94 McDonald's Ford Taurus. Now in 2018, Jamie McMurray puts the McDonald's paint scheme celebrating 50 years of Big Mac on his number 1 Camaro. In 1996, Robert Presley was driving the number 59 Kingsford Chevy Monte Carlo, and now paying tribute to that, it's A.J. Allmendinger in the number 47 Kroger car. In 1978, it was the Big E, Dale Earnhardt in the number 96 Cardinal Tractor Chevy Lumina, and now his grandson Jeffrey Earnhardt pays tribute to that car on his number 96 Nine Line Apparel Toyota Camry. In 2016, for Joe Gibbs Racing, Carl Edwards came oh so close to a championship, but a wreck in the closing stages of the race took him out of contention. Now, just a mere 2 years later, his protege, Daniel Suarez, will try to capture the success that Edwards had on the number 19 Camry. In 1998, we saw Randy LaJoie driving the number 74 Fina Chevy Monte Carlo. Now, his son Corey LaJoie will bring the family paint scheme aboard his number 72 BCT Chevy Camaro. In 2003, at the local tracks, Bob Gase was winning championships in his number 5 Boker-sponsored modified race car. Now, his son Joey Gase will be driving the number 23 ASC Supply Toyota Camry, paying tribute to his dad. In 1995, in the NASCAR All-Star Race, we saw the debut of one of the most iconic paint schemes the NASCAR circuit has ever seen. The number 3 Goodwrench Quicksilver Chevy Monte Carlo, driven by none other than Dale Earnhardt. Now, the modern driver of the 3, Austin Dillon, will take the paint scheme aboard his number 3 American Ethanol Chevy Camaro. In 1990, NASCAR fans will remember the movie Days of Thunder debuting, and in that movie, the number 18 Hardee's car was driven by Russ Wheeler. Now, paying tribute to that, it's the number 51 Jacob Construction Chevy Camaro of BJ McLeod. So that was a look at all your Darlington throwbacks. A big thank you goes out to Bushwhacker Reviews on YouTube for providing a lot of the images you saw and used in this video. Comment down below what your favorite scheme is this weekend. This has been KEMMO. We'll see you in the next NASCAR video.